She had a pure face, but fell to prostitution. She became the town's priciest woman. Many men flocked just to spend a night with her. They vied for her, but no one truly cared. Until a man appeared, brightening her grim life, a glimmer of light. He didn't approach her with lustful eyes like others, but simply chatted with her, said he wanted to be with her, to take her away. It happened yesterday. Humble farmer Mike came to church to pray, as usual. He thanked God's grace for his land's harvest. But this time, unlike before, he had a new hope. He hoped for divine guidance to meet his soulmate soon. Perhaps it was fate already set, or heaven heard his prayer. That day, delivering goods, he unwittingly grew close to a cool, elegant girl. Beneath her melancholy, he saw a pure soul. Mike's heart instantly froze. He knew this girl was the one he'd marry. But the client told him, "She has a breast." A breast? She has a breast? But this truth didn't deter him. Mike's passion only firmed his resolve. So next day, he paid a fortune to Enchi's room. Not for pleasure, but sincerely expressed his intent. He wanted to marry her and share a beautiful future. "This is my 5 months, 5 months. I'll give you a good life." But to Enchi, all men were untrustworthy. Their love was just fleeting. Fancy lies. So she promptly threw Mike out. But what she didn't expect was Mike often appearing in her room after that day. Always respectful, he'd sit quietly aside, confessing his heart repeatedly. But Enchi rejected him again and again, until time ran out and staff escorted him from the room. "I don't speak." Mike's friends, learning this, deemed his actions absurd. To them, such a woman wasn't worth Mike's money and time. And she, meanwhile, was also disturbed by Mike's persistence. Bothered. For her now, hope was crueler than despair. She didn't believe any promises of happiness. Her life was filled with betrayal and abandonment. Since her birth, her father had kept her and mother trapped in an isolated estate. Not until Enchi was 8 did her long-absent father first appear before her. "Dad, don't bother me." Clearly, her father's return brought no fatherly love. Instead, to avoid his wife, he heartlessly drove mother and daughter out. In mid-19th century, a patriarchal era, it was almost impossible for women to find decent work was futile. So, desperate, her mother chose to sell her body for a living. This seeming depravity was their only way to avoid homelessness and survive. She used her body to provide for her daughter. But fate was cruel. Soon, her mother contracted a deadly disease, finally closed her eyes forever. 8-year-old Enchi became utterly, helplessly orphaned. But fate's cruelty didn't stop. Soon after her mother died, and she was taken by her mother's former friend to the town's busiest pleasure house. The purpose was clear. Just then, a stylish woman suddenly walked over. She glanced at young Enchi, then told the man, "Take her home, please, let's get her out of here." But human greed was exposed. The man still sold the girl to a notorious local duke. On that very day, the girl received a new name, Enchi. After this, Enchi's world was only darkness. She became the duke's plaything for his desires, also a tool for his wealth. When Enchi turned 18, she received a special guest, her birth father who banished her and her mother. This is God. We've met. The father didn't recognize his daughter. Enchi didn't explain, just led him into the room. She wanted revenge, to ruin him. Sure enough, when her father learned Enchi's identity, his face instantly paled. Intense shame washed over him. Trembling, he aimed his pistol at his head. When she heard her father's suicide shot, Enchi felt little emotion, because this was exactly the result she wanted. That night, a kind lady helped her escape under cover of darkness. She thought by leaving, she could shed her past and start a new life. Yet fate's cruelty never let her go. Just after arriving in a new place, 2 desperate men targeted her. Unprepared, and she was knocked unconscious, and all her money was stolen. Thus, she was dragged back to a cold reality. When she awoke again, she'd been sold to another brothel called the Palace. Enchi's life plunged back into endless abyss. Here, any resistance could lead to a merciless feeding. Her body was merchandise, her soul trampled. Even weekly breaks had bodyguards shadowing her. Gradually, she abandoned fighting fate learning to use a cold mask to cut off all emotion, feeling. So, facing Mike's persistent confessions, her heart trembled. But also more afraid, because she believed no man could love someone so broken. So, to make Mike retreat, she tried to offer herself, but Mike instantly refused. "We can't do this, right? You mean it, right?" He waited for her to truly open up to him. For her to take control of her own body. And she coldly replied, "I don't feel anything. Absolutely nothing. You lazy cat." Deeply humiliated, Mike finally turned to leave. Watching his retreating figure, a wave of unknown loss welled up. Yes, her frozen heart wavered. Perhaps she could truly have another life, a dignified, normal one. So she bravely found the old madam and made a bold demand. She wanted to use her earnings for freedom. But Anchi was their star, an indispensable income source. How could the madam easily let her go? So, to crush her hopes, the madam ordered her men to severely beat Anchi. Perhaps by telepathy, or subconscious worry for Anchi. Sleeping Mike suddenly woke from a nightmare. Worried, he rushed to Anchi's room again. Only to see the scene he dreaded most, a bruised Anchi desperately lying in bed. Mike was heartbroken. He couldn't let Anchi be trampled So, without a word, he pulled out all his savings and bought Anchi's freedom. This was perhaps the loudest promise. So when Mike confessed to her again, Anchi finally agreed to his proposal. So Mike drove Anchi, bruised and battered, home in his carriage. When Anchi awoke again, she found a ring on her finger. Just then, Mike entered the room with firewood. But for someone long in darkness, sudden light was often more unsettling than dark. So Anchi immediately took off the ring, wanting to return it. But Mike said, Mike's sincerity and love felt like pure, blinding sunlight to Anchi, making her lost and uneasy. She was used to transactions, to equal exchange. She feared this selfless love hid an unbearable cost. So, once her injuries healed, she quietly left when Mike went shopping. Here, soon after she fled, Mike found the ring and she left. But when Anchi saw Mike arriving, she got furious. She angrily turned. "Don't you think I'm?" But Anchi hadn't expected Mike wasn't there to drag her back, but brought her food and water, and warm clothes. He gave her two choices, 19 kilometers away, the town where the madam's men might drag her back into the abyss, or home, just 1 kilometer away, where she'd get water, and food, and a loving husband. Your choice. Perhaps love isn't possession, but granting freedom of choice. Watching Mike's retreating figure, Anchi felt an unknown loss. So, as dusk fell, Anchi finally chose to return to Mike's home. Mike didn't say much, just considerately brought her food and a wash basin. He wanted to show Anchi, "I won't judge your past. I only care about your present and future. Why would you do this? You've suffered more than me. Yes, it's easy to return to old ways, but real change is hard." They'd live simple, ordinary lives, fishing by the river. They'd weed fields. Mike taught her how to get fresh eggs. They chopped wood, cooked with Mike. And she learned skills and fell. And never felt ease and joy. Simplicity is the best cure. That night, Anchi again offered to spend the night, her only way to repay him. But Mike refused. Because Anchi hadn't truly loved him yet. Him desiring beautiful Anchi, how could his heart not beat? So to stay sober, Mike had to take a cold river bath. Anchi accidentally witnessed it. Her frozen heart began melting from Mike's sincerity. But this life hadn't dispelled her inner demons. That night, Anchi dreamt the Duke trying to force her away. She fought desperately until Mike gently woke her. Only then she realized it was just a bad dream. Don't touch me. I'll be back. Don't touch me, please. Me. Yet and she still couldn't shake off that nightmare. To soothe her, Mike took her to a quiet hillside. He wanted her to see darkness dispel and light would return. Mike felt life's colors, and warmth could return like sunrise. And she saw it as just an unreachable dream. Mike couldn't love such an unworthy person. And Chi's reaction gave Mike his answer. So, under faint dawn, Mike spontaneously kissed in Chi. That day, they truly stepped into love. They thought such simple, happy times would continue forever. But a man's sudden arrival shattered their peaceful life. He was Mike's brother-in-law, William, also in Chi's old client. Desperate, William came to Mike for help, but when he saw Mike's wife, he instantly recognized her past. She thought she left it behind, but her past hadn't forgotten her. While Mike was away, William began mocking in Chi. He not only called her a dirty, unworthy woman, unfit for pure Mike, even said her presence here just polluted the air. So I guess she'd seeing in Chi unmoved, William again found Mike, hoping he'd drive in Chi away. He also insulted and belittled in Chi. Unable to bear it, Mike mercilessly punched William to the ground. You love me like a brother, you'll love her. Do you understand? Perhaps. Someone extrude. She jumped up, truly didn't understand. But his words instantly stirred in Chi's most painful memory. And Chi had once given birth. She became pregnant with the pervert Duke's child. To keep in Chi making money, he brutally forced her to miscarry, even made her infertile. So that night and Chi couldn't sleep. She recalled Mike's days, dreams for the future, then William's awful words. Guilt instantly surged within her. How could she, unworthy, deserve such a pure Mike? So one morning, and Chi took off her ring, intending to leave secretly. However, as she left, she spotted William, also preparing to leave. So she hitched a ride with him. But she'd never have imagined, during a mid-trip break, William again turned and assaulted her. You give me the car. Thus, he dominated. And she? Making her pay for the ride. After his vile act, they re-embarked on the trip to town. But as their carriage reached town's entrance, William hurriedly pushed and she off. He feared others would know his link to a prostitute. But before leaving, and she still couldn't help but say, perhaps that's reality. They exploit the weak, but won't share consequences to survive. Desperate, and she again entered another brothel, resuming her old job. But this fall was more despairing than any before, because she'd known true tenderness. True. We just need to act, then we can live. I was 8. He sold me. Most guests didn't believe Angel. Only one black man, focused intently, heard her accusation. Before she finished, the Duke, furious, interrupted her. He accused her a despicable liar. You're your father's child. But Angel's actions completely enraged the Duke. He took Angel to his room, planning to kill her. But just then, the black man appeared, rescuing Angel from him. Before leaving, Angel didn't forget to save the 2 trapped girls, like saving her past self. When the crowd saw the girls, they became furious. Little girl, you're still here. You're still here. How can this trash live? So, with everyone's help, the evil Duke was finally subdued, ending his sinful life. 3 years later, time flew by. William, on San Francisco streets, unknowingly saw Angel. She was now a church chef. Seeing Angel, she sincerely apologized for her past mistakes. Angel didn't mind, she'd been forgiven often. William then told her Mike's situation. Since she left, Mike's been gloomy and alone. He's waiting for her return. One sunny afternoon, Mike was resting. He felt something, looked back, and Angel appeared. She wasn't that weak, hesitant girl anymore. She's an independent woman who controls her own destiny. My real name's Sarah. I've never said this. I just want you to tell me, 'cause I just want you to. Me. I just want you to tell me. You to tell me. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. She's my greatest love. They pledged eternal love. Maybe we all, at rock bottom, doubted who'd love us. This film gave us the best answer. True love isn't power's conquest, but the soul's protection. Their love faced betrayal, forgiveness, despair, and hope. It forged an unbreakable bond. By changing herself, she reconciled with her past self, gaining true inner growth. So, when they last met, Sarah's eyes held no fear, just peace, strength, and deep love for Mike. May we all see ourselves with love. For growth is a journey of constant self-reconciliation. When memories aren't shackles, but a poem of being loved, hope will rekindle in the ashes.